Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this amazing event hosted by Welcomm Communications. Thank you to them for taking the time to have me here and to allow me to speak. My name is Bruce Smith. I'm the Supporter Engagement Co-Ordinator at LOROS Hospice. That's essentially a wordy way of saying that I work with all of the wonderful businesses that support us here at the hospice in numerous different ways. For those that don't know, LOROS is Leicester, Leicestershire and Rutland adult hospice that provides palliative care for those with terminal illness at the end of their life, often at the most difficult time for those and their families. We provide care to around 2,500 patients and their families each year, and that's often at the most difficult times of their life. To run our hospice as we do, we rely on the generosity of the public, of the business community, and of just anyone that wishes to get involved with us. We have to raise around £8.2 million a year to cover the cost of running our hospice. Of that, we receive around a quarter from NHS funding. The rest of it, around £6 million, we have to find in fundraised and voluntary income, which, as you can imagine, has been very, very challenging over the last 12 months. So why us? Why LOROS? Why Welcomm? Well, we're here because Welcomm have supported LOROS for numerous years in so many weird and wonderful ways. They are such a breath of fresh air to work with from a fundraising point of view. They are creative, they are passionate, they are enthusiastic individuals, and they've supported the hospice in so many different ways, be it through sponsorship of our events and our campaigns, such as what we're working on at the moment, which is Rocket Round Leicester, the biggest public art trail that our city has ever seen. They very kindly sponsored the King Richard Rocket, which if you've not heard of before, you should check out on Twitter for sure. He comes out with some great content. Whoever knew that a giant rocket could talk? I didn't, but I do now. They've volunteered time, they've been involved at the hospice, they've came for tours, and they are just genuinely ambassadors for LOROS. So a huge thanks to all at Welcomm for their continued support. Right, so what we're going to do is cover some different ways by which you can get involved with a charity that means something to you. And the main thing that I am going to advocate for in this session is that charity work should never be seen as a burden or as a hindrance to what you already do. As a charity fundraiser, we completely understand how busy every single business is across the country at the moment, how under-resourced everyone is, and how difficult the last 12 months has been. Charity work doesn't need to add to that. It is an absolute bonus and can bring so much to your staff team. So try and see it as a two-way thing and really think about the benefit it can bring to your business. So what's important when thinking about partnering with a charity? First thing is be enthusiastic. As a fundraiser, we love nothing more than when someone brings an idea to us that they're genuinely enthusiastic and excited about. You might not always have that idea. It doesn't matter. We will help you with it. Just bring that real enthusiasm and excitement and we can nurture that. It'll rub off onto your staff team and it'll mean that they get the maximum out of it as well. Secondly, be creative. We all love a bake sale. Who doesn't? But the weird and wonderful ideas are the ones that get the most traction. If you're going to do a bake-off, make it bonkers, just like Welcomm did. If you're going to do something, do it big. There's no limit to the ideas, only your imagination. Just bring it over to us. We can always make it work. We've seen ideas before. We've not heard everything, but we can always tie it into something that's been done, and we have to know how to make it happen. Be ambitious. Always be ambitious, but be realistic as well. When you're setting a fundraising target, think about what it means and think about how that will come across to the people that are going to support you. There's nothing worse than someone going to donate to you and seeing that the target is £100,000 and knowing full well it isn't going to happen. It can be demotivating for the staff team first and foremost when they're trying to get involved and support you with it, but also to those that are donating because they might just think, do you know what, we're probably not going to reach that target. Similarly, don't make it too low. If you set a target of £100 and you get to that in the first week, how do you then keep going? How do you get that momentum? What I would also say is think about what that money means to the charity. Set a target that's something really poignant and relevant and has a price point attached to it. For example, raising this amount could provide care at our hospice for an hour. Be an ambassador. Don't always feel that getting involved with a charity has to cost you something. You can be an ambassador for the brand. You can promote what the hospice does. You can spread the message, and that adds just as much value as fundraising does. Volunteer some time, get your staff out to a charity, see what they really do and see how they can actually help. We fully appreciate that not everyone can give financially at the minute, but that doesn't mean that there can't be any value there. Volunteering is the heart of our organisation and our hospice genuinely couldn't run without it. So think about different ways that your business can actually support as opposed to just thinking about it as a fundraiser. Most important thing, number 5 on the list, enjoy it. As I mentioned earlier, see it as something that can add to your business and add to your staff team. Don't see it as a burden. Everybody throws around CSR, corporate social responsibility, like it's something that's a burden. It isn't. See it as an opportunity to really engage with your staff team and do something completely different. So that's the 5 things I would always say, try and consider when thinking about getting involved with a charity. All of those things put together will make for a really successful fundraising journey. So you bring those 5 things to the table. What can the charity offer you in return? As I say, you bring the ideas, the charity will always make something fit because we're genuinely appreciative of the support that fundraisers bring to us, be it through getting involved in events, creating an event of your own, event sponsorship, volunteering, or so much more. There's always something that can fit your business. And also think about what you'd like to achieve from it. What's important to you as a business? That's important to us as fundraisers as well. We love to understand your goals, your objectives, your motivations for getting involved, so we can really make charity partnership a two-way thing. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to listen to me about how you can get involved with a charity that means something to you, and also learning something new about LOROS. Just a little insight into what's next for LOROS or what's coming up. We're currently running Rocket Round Leicester, which is Leicester's largest public art trail. That's running for another few weeks, so there's still time to get involved if you wanted to see what it was all about and to see what 40 giant rockets look like on our street. The biggest event that we've ever held. It's engaged with over 50,000 people so far, which is absolutely incredible. And we've been blown away by the support of the local people and indeed people that have travelled from all over the UK. Just tying into that, we've got a couple of events coming up over the next week, actually. We've got our Fire Walk, which is taking place in Great Central Square in Leicester. And we've also got our Bungee, our Leap for LOROS, which is taking place at the hospice. 2 great ways to get involved, 2 real fun activities that corporates can get involved in. We've also got the farewell weekend for Rocket Round Leicester, which will be a chance to see all of the rockets together in one place alongside the 39 junior jets that form part of the school trail. Really unique opportunity to see some amazing public art all together in one place. And then we've got the auction. The rockets get sold. They find a forever home. So if you've got any ideas about who'd like a giant rocket, either at home or at their place of work, then get in touch. It could be your chance to own a really unique piece of LOROS history. Following on from that, we've got our Christmas campaign, which will appeal to a range of businesses, giving you loads and loads of different ideas about how you can get involved, how you can support us, giving you the resources to do that. And then we've also got our winter raffle, which is a great way to just engage with your staff team, encourage them to buy some raffle tickets, get a real feel-good factor, and also a chance to win an excellent prize just before Christmas. Thank you very much, everyone, for taking the time to listen, and I hope that's given you some food for thought about how you can be involved with a local charity. I know I've alluded to the fact a few times that charity work can be a two-way street, but don't just take it from me. If you check out the link below, you can hear from Welcomm to see why they've got involved with LOROS and how it can benefit you also. Thank you very much.